Shumbi. Roll your fingers, thumbs locked over your front two knuckles, the big ones here. Fist flat across the back. And straight down, not angled this way, straight down. So front two knuckles are leading. Shumbi. Feet one shoulder width apart, and don't have your feet pointing out. That's lazy and it relaxes the legs. We need to turn them in, lock the thighs, lock the glutes, which are your bum muscles, hips, shoulders back, chest out, stomach in, good posture, chin up, not down, and fists just in line with your belt, not touching the body, not this way, and relax. Feet together, bring your left leg into your right, hands down the side. You've got the seam down your uniform, middle finger in the seam, shoulders back, stomach in, chest out, feet together, and bow. Shumbi. Okay, let's start warming up. Just bouncing on 2 feet, just like you're skipping. Warming the calves up, thighs. Yeah, both feet at the same time. If you've got a skipping rope, you can skip. Skipping is one of the best exercises for martial arts. It builds endurance in the calves, fitness throughout the body, heart and lung conditioning, and shoulder conditioning. Okay. When you build endurance in your shoulders, you'll be able to hold your guard up for longer, and your guard won't drop, less chance of getting hit. Okay, from here, transfer your weight from foot to foot. It's mainly the calves doing this. You just bend your knees a little bit and just relax. Just enjoy that movement, let your arms move freely. You can do the same skipping. The senior belt levels, particularly adults, I'll recommend skipping. Kids and people that aren't used to skipping can do it without the rope initially and then build up to being able to do it with the rope. Okay, let's go back to both feet. Now move one foot in front of the other. Let your body turn on a 45-degree angle. You can see I'm starting to take the fighting stance now. Okay, and then like we did before, just transfer your weight foot to foot. Forward, back, forward, back. And both feet at the same time, forward, back. Push, push with your back leg, push with your front leg. Push with your back leg, push with your front leg. Push, 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 push. Bring the hands up now. Knuckles in line with the eyes. Back knuckle near the eye, temple, elbow in, like holding a spear. And keep that forward, backward. And moving. Okay, so sometimes now we're going to be moving as we were. Other times we're going to stop and step. So just relax and move naturally. There's no right or wrong. Pretend there's an opponent in front of you. As they move around, you follow them. Sometimes we're skipping, sometimes we're pivoting. Front foot, pivot. Front foot, pivot. Pivot the other way. Weight onto the front foot, your opponent's going this way, pivot. Opponent's going this way, pivot. And move. Chin will be slightly dipped now. Pivot. Someone's coming towards you, pivot. The opponent's kicking towards you, pivot. Someone's charging at you, pivot. Transfer your weight onto your front foot, turn, turn. Now we'll bring in the straight punches. Nice and light, just jab, cross, jab your front hand, whichever leg's forward. That front hand, it's a jab. Shoulder protects your chin. Turn your knuckles over. Not like this. Not these knuckles, big ones. Boom, turn them over. Jab, jab, jab. This one here, touching the face, elbow in. No gap here. Jab, elbow in. Hop. Breathe out. Doubles. Keep your footwork going. Turn. Some cross punches. Hips, legs. Turn your right hip in front of your left hip. Not here, here. This one up. Turn over. Footwork. Double. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Jab, cross, jab. Keep the straight punches going in any order. Keep your footwork going. Back, back. Body up here, here. Okay, don't show them where they can hit you. Cover. Okay, footwork. To move forwards, move your front foot and then back foot in. Okay, again, front foot, let's say front foot moves 1 foot distance and your back foot will do the same. So end up in exactly the same stance. You don't want your front foot to go 1 foot and your back foot to go half a foot. Then each time you'll end up in the splits in an unequal stance. Okay, forwards. We won't punch, we'll just use footwork. 1, 2. Backwards, back leg first, front leg follows. Forwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll do it this way. Moving forwards, 1, 2, same stance. Backwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Front back, back front, back front, back front. Okay, sidewards movement. If I'm moving this way, step with that leg first, other leg in, equal distance. Moving that way, that leg first, equal distance. Don't bring this one more, don't bring this one 1 foot and this one 1.5 foot and get both legs kicked out, or get hit and you're unstable. Equal. Forwards, backwards, side, side. Okay, you can do it quicker, higher belts. You can do it with a skip. Beginners and people that haven't done much footwork, slowly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Diagonals. A bit harder going this way. You don't want to cross. You don't want to cross your legs. A bit harder going on a backward diagonal. Keep going all directions. Forwards, backwards, side, side, diagonals. Diagonals, backward. These two are a bit more difficult because tendency to cross your legs. And we can use the same footwork sideways on a 45-degree angle, another 45-degree angle, another 45, and we start forming a circle. So this is circling your opponent. Your opponent's here, circle, circle, circle. Keep them in control. They move this way, you move this way. They move that way, you move that way. Okay, so we've got forwards, backwards, sideways, diagonals, and circling and pivoting. Okay, put it all together. Circling. Someone's coming straight at you. No time to step. Pivot off. It might be a parry. It might be a kick. And then bring the handwork in. Just straight punches. Just straight punches for now. You want to try opposite stance, switch your stance. That's something you can try after the video or in your own time. Opposite stance. Okay, let's have a look at uppercut punch. Straight up from the hip. That's not uppercut punch. Uppercut punch is the hip turning, knee turning, pop, and popping up. Use your knees, your thighs. Back leg, thighs, hip turns, bang, bang. Not too big. Hook punch. This way or this way, personal preference, depending if you're hitting to the head or body. So we've got uppercuts, bang, bang, all from the hips and legs. Hook punches, again, hips and legs, uppercut. Watch my hips and legs, hook, and similar, watch my feet, turning. We'll do some hook punches, turn, turn. Whichever direction the punch is going, turn that side leg in, boom, or boom. As long as you're hitting with the front two knuckles, not these knuckles. If you're punching this way, front two knuckles, not these ones here. A lot of people hit like that. Need to hit with these two. If you can't, use your fist this way, turn it that way, or that way. Big knuckles that are reinforced with the thumb. Boom, boom, boom. You don't have to go too big. Your opponent will grab your back, kick your legs, or hit you over the top. So if here's your target, boom, boom, uppercut, boom, boom. Okay, so let's mix it up. We've got some straight punches, many as you like. Use your footwork as well. Uppercuts, hooks. There's no set order, just make it flow. And break. Okay, we're going to do some strength exercises now. So the first one will be for upper body, chest, shoulders and arms. So I'm just going to do a few different types of styles of push-ups, and depending if you're a high level adult You might aim for 50 to 100 push-ups, all up. Intermediate, 50. Beginner adult, aim for about 20. Kids, aim for 20. If you just started, about 10. Whatever you're used to doing in class or on the high levels, whatever you need to do for your grading. So the first one we'll do is on the knuckles. 2 front knuckles, not these ones. 2 front knuckles. This will strengthen the wrist, the muscles in the wrist, ligaments, tendons, to make your wrist strong, so when you hit something hard and heavy, it doesn't roll your wrist. At Cobra, if you've got rings on, don't wear rings, it'll tear them out. This is a silicone rubber ring that I've got on, so that's suitable. Okay, so 2 front knuckles. We'll just punch out 5 of these for the video. At home, you do whatever's required for your level. Just to the floor. There we go. Next one is the diamond. This one brings your elbows in a bit, the grip in, and it works the tricep down the center of the chest. I might go sideways, so I don't think I'm going to fit in the shot this way. So here, keep the elbows tight to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one we'll do is the wide grip, so double your shoulder width. Hits the outside of the chest and into the shoulders. Okay, next one we do may not be suitable for everyone. This is for grip strength and finger strength, so on your fingertips. Okay, next one we're going to do is specifically for these two fingers here. Okay, now again, may not be suitable for everyone, so have a go, but I don't want you breaking your fingers. So 2 fingers. Okay, now we'll try one hand. So if you've got your legs narrow, it makes it very difficult. If you can handle that, great. Otherwise, move your legs apart for a little bit more balance. So I'll move my legs apart, plant my hand, get the balance point, and then push up. Those ones are definitely a lot harder, especially after you've already done 20 or 30. Okay, for sit-ups, we're just going to focus on bringing our shoulder blades off the ground. You can have your hands here, but don't pull on your head, here or here. And the shoulder blades, tighten the stomach. Keep the stomach tight. Don't go all the way down and rest. Keep the tension on. 1, 2, squeeze, 3, keep it tight, even at the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower abs. Keep the stomach tight, contract the muscles in your stomach the whole time, keep them hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so again, high level adults 50 to 100, intermediate around 50, lower levels 20 to 30. And I'll show you a few different types of sit-ups in videos to come. Okay, let's move into some stretching. Number one, we'll do half splits. Lock your foot back, tilt it, pull the toes back. That's your side kick position. Place that on the ground, move the other knee out. And try to get your hips, your inner thigh and hips towards the mat. Get down as flat as you can. Deep breathing. The more you can relax, the more the muscles will relax. The deeper you breathe, the more you relax. As you relax and your muscles relax, the stretch will increase. So I'm slowly pushing my heel out that way. There, switch sides. I'm just gently rocking, not fast so we can test something, gently pushing the stretch, easing it off, pushing it a bit more, sliding my heel out a little bit at a time. If you feel any pain, ease up. Shouldn't feel any terrible pain, just a little bit of discomfort. The leg flexibility is very important for martial arts, in particular if you want to be able to kick high. Okay, so that did the inside of the thighs. Now we have to do behind. Get the legs straight. You can have this one in this way or just relaxed out to the side and focusing on this leg. Now don't arch your spine over. Keep your posture good. Just bend at the hip. It's not how close you can get your head. It's the angle between your body and your leg. You're trying to decrease that angle. Deep breath. On the outward breath, best time to sink into all these stretches. In. So I'm just using this hand to keep my legs straight. Good. Switch. When you breathe, don't breathe into the upper chest like we get taught. Breathe into the lower chest, which we don't use that much. So the stomach will actually pop out because you're pushing the air down to areas of lungs that you don't normally use. During the day, a lot of us are under stress, especially at the moment with the virus. A lot of people under tension, under stress, not sleeping, anxiety, insomnia. So deep breaths, but not shallow breathing up here. One more. Down. Okay, forming an S shape. This leg straight across, not this way, straight across, back leg straight down. And we're going to drop towards our shin bone. Again, breathe your way down slowly. pull this one back now, so forget about that one. Pull this one back to stretch this muscle here, push your hips forwards. You can go down onto your shoulder this way and pull back. Deep breath. So we've stretched the inside, behind, front and the glute muscles. Now for a thorough stretch, you need a good half an hour at least to go through all the major muscles in the body. If you have a look at a video that I posted day before yesterday, Sensei's morning stretching routine, you can follow that one a couple of times a week, which goes through the body for about 20 minutes. Okay, other side. 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, drop towards your shin or your ankle. Okay, good. And we'll do a lower back stretch. Both knees to one side. You can use your hand to hold it down there. Turn your head and shoulders the other way. Deep breath. Other way. If you want good kicks, you want high kicks, you need to spend time stretching. A lot of people shortcut the stretching. They want to get straight into the punching, kicking, fighting, but they never end up good head kickers. Okay, one more. And when you're doing your own stretches, work through the upper body as well. Tricep, bicep, chest, shoulders will take a bit longer. And you can even leave the hard stretching towards the end of the workout. So have a quick stretch to prepare for your punching, kicking. Do a longer stretch to develop flexibility at the end. Or I do mine on separate days. I usually do about half an hour stretching it a couple of times a week, just stretching on its own. So we'll do a lunge now. Just dropping your hips down towards the mat. stretching through this area here and under here. Change. I'll turn this way so you can see better. I'm going to show you some of my favourite combinations in a minute for sparring. Now after that would normally be syllabus time. Now you're all on different syllabus, some are on kids syllabus, some adult syllabus. So I won't be able to show you your particular syllabus on the video, but have a look at our portal, home training portal. And we have started to upload particularly the kids curriculum up to probation green. Probably 80% of the kids at Cobra and 80% of our students are kids. Your syllabus will be contained between white belt and probation green, so have a look at those. You'll have to follow along. You can follow along the techniques just visually and try to replicate them, and when Cobra reopens we'll be able to go through them in a lot more detail, but you'll have 60-70% of it right by following. And if you've got a copy of the syllabus, a written copy, you'll be able to match the name of the technique to the video. Otherwise, go onto YouTube, because I've got those videos on YouTube, and under the description, so you can go through the portal, but if you go into YouTube, under the description I've actually got the written syllabus, so you'll be able to match the move on the video to the actual name of the technique. And for those who don't have their syllabus on there, go through the kicking section, intermediate kicking, your side kick, turning kick, back thrust kick, jumping back thrust kick, back hook kicks, some of your main kicks there, and work through those techniques, because they are right through the syllabus, various forms of those kicks, stationary, advancing, jumping, hopping, spinning. So you need to get those basics down to be able to do all the other variations later on much easier. Even the kata, even kids look at the adult stuff, because when you move into the adult curriculum, usually age 15, sometimes 14, you'll need to learn all that stuff. So during this period with the shutdown, you can still learn that. You're not wasting your time learning that, because it'll just make it easier later when you have to transition from the kid to adult syllabus. Okay, adjust your uniform. Right, let's have a look at a couple of techniques. Now, if I want to use a side-on technique, such as a side kick towards my opponent, the moment I start turning this leg, my opponent can see me coming. They know I'm about to do something side-on. So what we do to hide the step across is throw a jab punch to their face so they have to cover. So whilst they're defending that jab punch, I can sneak the step in. Okay, so rather than just jab punch or just an advancing jab punch, remember if we step, we need to bring that leg in equally. Rather than go there and then go here or there, then go there, we're going to do the step, because we need to do that step to bring this leg through. I'm going to show you a hopping side kick. Okay, so let's put some numbers to that. 1, this leg comes under your hips. 2, tuck. 3, 4, 5, down. Easier to do it fast than slow, because when I'm demonstrating, I have to show, I have to keep my balance at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down. Okay. Turn the blade edge of your foot this way. Okay, so what happens if you throw a punch towards someone's face? I generally throw this one deliberately a bit higher. They need to defend that, so they need to bring their hands up or guard up. They'll do something, but look what happens to the body. Opens up the stomach and ribs. So you bring the hands up and then kick. Yeah? So try a few of those in your own time. Don't forget to switch stance. Try the opposite side as well. So you can pause the video here and just do at least 10 off each stance. High levels maybe 20. Once you've done that, come back to the video. We'll have a look at another technique. From here. It looked like I was going to do the same thing. Same kick on the other side. Okay, so the footwork, instead of going here, tuck, kick, I'm doing the same here, turn, tuck, kick. Okay, so that's what we call a back thrust kick. It's actually a spinning side kick. So the first kick I showed you was a side kick. Now if I step and spin and throw the same kick, it's just a spinning side kick, but the name we use is called a back thrust kick. Okay, so from here, we trick your opponent by throwing our hands up and we start the spin. So if we just had an opponent and we just went like this, they're going to be gone as soon as we step across. Okay, so you're not going to be able to throw the kick, or you throw it and they'll be gone. But get their hands up and they don't see the kick. Okay, with me, slow motion. Keep that spin going. Okay, the hand is just to trick them, to just deception. A lot of sparring is deception. Pretend you're going to punch him in the head, punch him to the body. Pretend you're going to punch him to the body, punch him to the head. Pretend you're going to kick their leg, punch him in the head. Pretend you're going to kick their leg, punch him in the head. Okay, so a lot of sparring, fighting, UFC is about trickery. If you just stuck to the basics all the time, people are used to that, they'll see that coming. So you need to pretend you're going to do something and then follow up. They might block the first one. Less chance of blocking the second one. Less chance of blocking the third one. And hopefully the fourth one, you've got them by the fourth one. So you're going to chain together your techniques into combinations, and as you throw them, the likelihood or probability of landing one increases because they're defending the previous technique. Let's have a look at that. So this is a jab punch with a step, followed by a back thrust kick. Let me try it this way. Allows me to turn my hip. You get a good tuck. When you tuck for any form of side kick, side thrust kick, side kick, back thrust kick, shins here, not not here. I know some styles do it from here, but because we do leg checking, which means we can block with our legs, too easy because this kick is coming, the foot's coming from low to high. The opponent just puts their knee up and the kick gets caught on their knee. So we're coming over the checking leg and then throwing the kick. Recoil it in the same way as well, don't go and down, because your opponent will grab your leg. If I go out and they scoop, which is a common technique to scoop a kick, even a roundhouse kick, scoop the kick, they've caught my leg. So I need to snap it back, and by snapping it back, I can throw it again. So they've gone to scoop, boom, they get hit by the second kick. Same this side here. You throw one, they move in, they think you missed the first one, they step in, they cop the second one. Okay, let's put two of these techniques together. From the fighting stance, we're going to throw our jab, but with the step. Bring our leg under the center of gravity for the balance, because this leg's supporting my weight. Now this leg's supporting my weight because I need to kick with the other leg. Okay, so from here, here's my weight. That's supporting my weight. That's going to kick. Okay, so it's a switch of your supporting leg. Okay, so I've put two techniques together, the side kick, or in this case is the hopping side kick, with the back thrust kick, which is a spinning side kick. When you first learn the side kick, on the lower levels, we make it really simple. We just show you to stand this way, or in your fighting stance, and kick directly to the side. So we don't show you to kick forward, because that takes pivot. It's a little bit more involved. So first we just teach you the dynamics of the kick, which is here, here and back, and then here, here and back. So that's how we teach you the side kick initially, the very, very basic formal side kick. So if someone's approaching you from the side, and maybe someone fighting you here, boom, boom, you grab them, his friends come from the side, bang, you need to be able to kick that person. You need to be able to kick the person behind you as well. You need to be able to kick this side. Yeah, so you got your front kicks. Front obviously means front kick. Side obviously means side. Back kick obviously means back kick. So these are for multiple opponents, not for a single opponent. Okay, so what we were doing here was cross, cross, kick, land with the heel pointing to your opponent. Look over the other shoulder, kick. I'll do it a few times slowly. Step across with the jab. We'll leave the jab out. Let's just do the kick and footwork first. Cross, under, kick, heel points to your target, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is important where you place this foot, because you need a quick transfer of body weight. So you don't want to go there and then side on and then have to turn and kick, because that extra turn has taken 1/10 of a second and you've been hit in 100th of a second. So we have to make everything as economical and seamless as possible. So we'll add the punch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now if your opponent was close to you, you wouldn't even need to step up. If my opponent was really close or walking towards me, I just, from a fighting stance, drop my back heel, kick, 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 try this way. The opponent's close distance. In sparring, normally they're just out of range. But if they were walking in towards you, or they were already in your face, then kick, 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 kick. Okay, so today we worked on footwork, the basic 4 punches. There's still overhand punches and body punching within cover. Then we moved on to, after the stretches, we mainly worked on side kick today and variations of the side kick, how to set up the side kick. A lot of people don't know how to set up the side kick properly, that's why they can't pull it off in sparring. Okay, that's it for today. Now move on to keep working on that stuff, another 15-20 minutes, or move on to your syllabus techniques for your grading. Now some of you missed the grading. A lot of students came and did private gradings. If you want to do a private grading, email me, info@cobramartialarts.com.au, and we're still running private lessons with social distancing and everything as it's supposed to be. We've got permission to do that outdoors, so a lot of students have done that, and they've started on their next syllabus already for the next grading in June, and they're still doing private training once a week instead of 2 group classes. At Cobra, they're doing the private training with me outside, or with one of our instructors outside. The cost of a private lesson equals the same as the cost of 2 group classes. So they basically just switch to private training while this virus thing's happening, and they'll switch back to group classes later, but they're still progressing in their syllabus. For the rest, when we reopen, you'll get your regular group classes, plus we're going to book in for private lessons to catch you up on what you missed over however long this COVID period runs for. So at the next grading in June, if anyone has missed the grading, we got shut down the week of the grading. If anyone missed that one, you'll do 2 gradings in June, so you're not going to fall behind. We're going to get you caught up on everything that you missed. Do the home training through the portal as well. Log your classes, your attendance, bring it in. We'll manually sign that in for you so your attendance is up to scratch. Okay, feet together. Chumbi. Tension. Bow. Chumbi. Thank you.